It is October 9th, and the yellowfin tuna is the best bite that it's been in years. And it just keeps going along strong. But this weekend can change a lot. We have a nor'easter heading our way. Let's check in with the crew from Canyon Runner and get their thoughts on what's going to happen with this big change in the weather.
Good morning, folks. At the Fisherman Podcast, Captain Dean here, Canyon Runner Sport Fishing, giving you this week's offshore report. As always, we'll talk a little bit about weather. We'll talk about the fun stuff, all the great fishing we're having right now, prime time season. First full week of October, and the tunas are biting. It's been real quality fishing overall. But let's just jump onto the weather. You can see here, I just pulled up the last 4 days, going backwards here. A lot of boats out, basically from Maine all the way through North Carolina. And we'll take it from the top. Been great fishing though overall, and we had nice tempered high pressure for the last 4 to 5 days. So it's given a lot of folks opportunity to go fishing. So I just put the satellite sea surface temperature satellite overlay built into our system here. Just a composite shot, kind of just give everyone a synopsis briefly of what's taking place offshore. I'm gonna throw the fathom lines on for you. So we'll start off here just east of Oregon Inlet. Again, real consistent blackfin tuna bite. The marlin bite is pretty much shut off by now. A little bit of dolphin. Again, still really warm, mid 80 degrees off the point. And we should start to see here those billfish starting to move south and west. So you'll see these opportunities arise here in Morehead City, Wilmington. You may even see that now off Charleston as well here. But you'll see good sailfish bite, blue marlin, and white marlin bite here as well. So that's something to look forward to for those folks that are going south. And now that we're into that October to November window, we're going to see those folks start traveling south again towards Florida for the winter in the Bahamas, Costa Rica. Back up here, mid-Atlantic region, to Virginia Beach through Ocean City, Maryland. You can see the folks that are fishing. They're just fishing on a couple of pieces of water here, deep of the Washington, Wilmington, the Baltimore area. They're seeing mahi, couple of white marlin, and then a very scattered showing of yellowfin tuna. Really not much to show for it. We're hearing a lot of tile fishing. We're really at the end of the season here. I anticipate this should start to taper off here for another week. Those boys down there usually throw the towel in, wrap their season up around October 15th. Moving north and east here, the real start of the show has just been this eddy that we've been tracking for the last 12 weeks, and it's slowly moved its way west. You can see here it's really starting to kind of peter out. It's really in between Tom's and the southwest corner of the Hudson. What has been here, longfin, some yellowfin, a scattered big eye. And we'll go and show you all these other canyons here kind of locally, but the real star of the show has been 30 fathoms. Triple Rex, Bacardi, Coimbra area in with the draggers. There's a squid migration right now that starts here off Long Island that we've been talking about for the last 6 weeks, and it just slowly steps off. Right, as these cold fronts come through, the squid naturally migrate and they'll end up in the Hudson. And we'll see that here in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So this body of fish right now and squid is all here in this 30 fathom area. And the folks that are fishing in here at night are just seeing acres and acres of squid. So really good sign, really good bite. You can see we've even had boats from Ocean City, Maryland, Cape May, Atlantic City, Barnegat, Manasquan. Everybody's just making that trek to the east. And then those folks out of Long Island doing the same thing. We've even had some boats from Rhode Island come down. They've either moved their boats or just coming to get in on the bite because it's really, really the best of it. The fish have been held up here for now, going on 16 weeks. And it's real spectacular. So great chunking bite. Again, Triple Rex, Bacardi area, and Coimbra in and amongst the draggers. We're going to just touch base right here in the New York bite area, which is pretty interesting right now. We're seeing a really good giant bite. October 1st was that October 1st opener for giant bluefin tuna. Remember, you do have restricted fishing days in effect right now. So go to the National Marine Fisheries website for all updated info on that. We anticipate that quota to be coming to an end here soon. So get in it while you can. We'll take it back offshore here. Hudson Canyon. We've seen a lot of action in there. We just came off the October full moon. We saw some swordfish action, some big eye action. And what we did here is a nice daytime chunk bite starting in here on the East Elbow. So really interesting to kind of see that's a little early. To see daytime chunk bites in 68-degree water is a shade abnormal. We consider trolling to be over at that 65-degree temperature mark. So we're still seeing quality fish offshore and midshore, which is great. Seen some boats here fishing this zigzag area. Again, we had some big eyes caught here, longfin and yellowfin. Same thing in the dip, big eye, longfin and yellowfin here. Fishtails was pretty slow this week. We did have a handful of boats fish that West Atlantis area, and again, they were doing a lot of daytime sword fishing, some big eye fishing, longfin, yellowfin fishing, and it was a scattered bite. Out here to the east, we're really just seeing the water cool off, and flat out, folks just aren't going because other opportunities exist elsewhere. Great giant bluefin bite right here in this butterfish hole area right now, which is really good. There's some draggers in there. It's been spectacular. So for those folks that are looking for those opportunities, the giants really are biting right now. It's very good. Get in on it while you can. Moving out here to the east, it's a great bite on bluefin tuna right here, the Regal Sword, and a shade south of it. We had boats within our network catch 18 over 4 days of fishing. Really incredible action. Been spectacular. They are catching in Cape Cod Bay, Stellwagen, and Jeffreys Bank as well, but it really seems to be the best off Cape Cod right now. It's really a steady performer. So for those folks that are going to be able to execute, remember that quota is going to close up sooner rather than later, so get in on the action. And that's going to conclude this week's offshore report. Thanks again, Captain Dean Canyon Runner.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Fisherman, and don't miss the Fisherman's Fishing Show Thursday, October 9th at the Long Island Huntington Hilton Hotel and Convention Center, where we have Long Island's best tackle shops exhibiting, as well as tackle manufacturer representatives will be there, and tackle clubs from around Long Island. Aside from the show, there's great seminars going on all night from Long Island's greatest fishing authorities, as well as a massive goodie bag that the first 600 people are going to receive. And here's what you get. The first 200 people through the doors are going to get this super braid. This is new from Yozori. Gulp, the new Gulp. This is the Ripple Mullet. You're going to get a package of hooks from Mustad. And Danko is providing a braid scissors. Now, everybody at the show is also going to get a discount coupon from Nautical School and Canyon Runner. So here's what the next 200 people get. So the next 200 people, we start out with a very unique bucktail from Spro. Then Exo Jigs is providing this false albacore jig, which you can probably go out and use the next day with all the albies around. Aqua Clear is providing a striped bass rig. And again, a package of hooks from Mustad. The last 200 people in the doors are going to receive the following goodie bag gift package. The Mag Popper from Yozori. American Bait Works, Bait Fuel, scented baits. The Slim Wave Lure from Tsunami, also great on false albacore, and of course, a package of hooks from Mustad. You're going to learn from some of Long Island's greatest authorities, and you probably get some of the best deals on tackle at our show. Don't miss it.
Now let's check in with Jim Hutchinson and get his reports from around the New Jersey area.
I'm Jim Hutchinson with the New Jersey Delaware Bay edition of the Fisherman Magazine here in the Florida Keys this week, while the offshore bite at home continues as we head into this second weekend of October. Now, in his weekly report for the Fisherman in the New Jersey Delaware Bay edition, Tom Pagliaroli said yellowfin stuck around the Bacardi and the triple wrecks, also producing stellar catches in the 40 to 90 pound range through this past weekend, the first weekend of October. He also said big eye, longfin, and swordfish are showing in the Hudson. You've got those tilefish out there as well. Mahi still around in decent numbers along the pots, though if you're looking for some of those bulls, you're going to have to go into deeper water. Tom said, quote, reported numbers are dwindling on the mahi, but that might be from the continuing yellowfin eruption and the spurt in big eye and longfin activity as well. All out crazy yellowfin at the Bacardi. That's the way Jason at Fisherman Supply in Point put it over the weekend. He said flatlining butterfish or sardine chunks, plus working a frostbite mad mantis popper or dancing a pink glow 120 gram UVT metal, loading the boxes with yellowfin to 90 pounds. He said there was good water moving into the 100 square in the Hudson, and the fishing is reflecting that at this point. He said swordfish around 200 pounds, longfin to 45 pounds, and big eye to 200 pounds are around as well. Moving south, Jordan at Creekside Outfitters in Waretown said in addition to the Bacardi, one customer running to the Hudson on Sunday morning Did not find the big eye bite, but then he did move back inshore, resulted in more of those yellowfin via the chunk, live bait. He said smoking them on 40-pound leader. So he was talking about fluorocarbon. So maybe with his clearer water, these yellowfin may be getting a little line shy at this point. So keep that in mind. As we head down into Cape May, Will from Hands 2 Bait and Tackle said yellowfin have finally arrived along the southern stretch. Chunking at the lumps is catching yellowfin from 40 to 70 pounds. Mahi apparently have moved deeper, like I said before, so expect to find those gaffers as you push out towards the edge. Jason from South Jersey Marina said much the same this week, that tuna are finally moving down. So maybe go with some of that that intel that you learned from the Canyon Runner crew this week. But it could be time for sorties down into the Spencer and Lindy at this point as well. Now, if you're looking for a shot at tuna in the canyons, but you just can't put a charter together, several headboats at the Jersey Shore are making the run now, especially in the upper half of the Garden State. The Miss Barnegat Light, out of Barnegat Light, had a successful trip this week, reporting plenty of squid on the offshore tuna grounds. Meanwhile, the Gambler out of Point Pleasant, that's another option. Captain Bobby Bogan and his crew, they've been making the run in between weather fits to get out there. They got on the tuna pretty quickly on Saturday afternoon. They picked away at them consistently through to sunset. Bobby said most of the action was on the chunk bite, though a few were hitting the jig as well. Mixed in with the tuna were false albacore and skipjack tuna as well. So don't forget the poppers. If you're going out there and you're finding a little bit of a skipjack bite, or you find those skippies are dancing around on the surface, don't forget, throw one of those poppers. Again, we still have those yellowfin in close at the Bacardi and the Triple Rex. And the good news is for you guys in South Jersey, they're finally starting to slide down the edge as you get into Atlantic and Cape May County.
From Long Island, we have Andy from East End Anglers.
Thanks, Tim. So the report this week for Offshore, guys. As sort of discussed, the eddy that has been moving east to west from last week sort of dissipated, moved off the shelf, but there are still good temp breaks along the western canyons, a little bit to the east, but primarily to the west. We were at the Hudson Canyon, for example. Fairly strong bite, albacore and yellowfin mixed in. We didn't get a big eye, but we heard a bunch of people getting some. Mahi also getting bigger guys, and around any sort of a floating structure, etc. Whether that be caught on ballyhoo or spreader bars, and also midshore, the yellowfin fishing has also been pretty strong, especially around those draggers. So some boats getting up to a dozen yellowfin in a single day, guys. So whether on chunks, topwater, jigging, so really exciting time of year. We love September, sort of fall fishing, guys, and hopefully more great stuff to come. So see you next week. Back to you, Tim.
Sorry, no reports from New England. It seems that the yellowfin bite is a little out of reach for the boys up there in the north. We'll see you next week right here at thefisherman.com.